Everyone's feeling great? Ready to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Just grounding your feet down, hip width apart. Find your length. Just notice where you are. Let the shoulders relax away from your ears. Maybe just run the knees out, shake your pelvis out. Get a little loosening going on. And then ground your feet down and get longer and taller. And feel how, just as you notice your awareness in your posture, that your abs, they just turn on. Let's take a nice big inhale up. Exhale everything out. Let's take a nice big inhale up. Lengthen out the abs as you reach up to the sky. And then roll yourself over to your toes. Maybe you're holding your shins, maybe all the way to the floor. Your choice wherever you're at this morning. You could have a bend in the knee and just let everything hang for a moment. Run the knees out. Going to find some length in the back of the body. And then let's just walk out to our plank. Nice and easy. Finding our plank position. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Lengthen through the back of the legs so your heels lengthen to the crown of the head. Press the floor away from you so you're not just sinking into your wrist. Slide your shoulder blades away from your ears so your back muscles are working as well. And then round your spine up to the sky, lifting your hips for your downward dog. And hang out there for a moment. We'll take a few breaths, run the knees out. Breathe. And press both heels back. Bend the knees a little bit. Lift the sits bones a little bit higher, pressing the floor away from you. Lengthen through the back of the legs as you press your heels back to the mat, and then draw your abs in to round your spine back forward into your plank position. Holding your plank, drawing your abs in, float your right leg up, engage the glute. Hold there for a moment, and then tiny little pulses up. Pulse up. And lower that leg down, other leg, lift it up, point the toes, tiny pulses up. Keeping the neck lengthened, keep your shoulders stacked over your wrist, lower that foot, and back into your downward dog. Lift the sits bones high. And pedal the knees out. Take a breath. Press the heels back. Then round your spine back forward again. Holding here. Let's come down to the knees and then lower your chest almost to the floor. Squeeze your elbows into your sides and press up. Just easing into our morning. Bend your elbows. Straighten one more time. Bend your elbows, press up straight, and lift the knees right back up into your plank. Back into your downward dog. Lengthen the right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip to stretch your right oblique out. I like to find the opening first, and then we tighten back up. And then square the hips. You'll just walk that right foot right through to the hands, and then rotate so your right hand reaches up to the sky. Twist open. Take a breath there. Ooh, my spine just got a nice pop there. And then bring that hand back down to the mat. Step it back into your plank. This time, just bend your elbows halfway. Press the floor away from you, right back up. And then back into your downward dog. Lengthen the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Stretch. And we'll square the hips back off. Step the left foot through. And then rotate your left hand up to the sky. Take the twist. And then bring that foot, bring your hand right back down. Step your right foot forward. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart, and then roll your spine all the way back up, coming up to stand and into our squats. Feet are shoulder width apart, hinge at the hips, come down to a seated position, and then come back up and squeeze the glutes. Hinge at the hips, up and squeeze the glutes. So you're hovering over that seat and squeeze. Draw the abs in. So maybe we don't have to do this a lot, our little squat hover, when we are in New York, but there's this one beach that I go take pictures at sometimes, hold it down and little pulses. And the only option for the bathroom is the one that's completely on the floor, and it's a full squat hover. So you never know when you're gonna need these strong muscles to support you. Hold, bring your hands back down to the mat, walk your feet back out to your plank position, hold it here, draw the abs in, breathe, pull your belly button up into your spine, one more breath there, and then bend the knees, bring them all the way to the mat, press back to elbows, take a breath. Breathe into your lungs, expanding into your back, taking that long stretch with the arms, drop your tush towards your heels. And then you're gonna roll yourself up and onto your belly. Come all the way down to the mat, folding the forearms together and glue the forehead to the forearms. Just shake everything out, letting go of any tension in your pelvis. Find that your hip bones are pressing down into the mat. Find your pubic bone pressing down into the mat, and feel how when you connect the pubic bone down, it gives a little bit of length to your lumbar spine. Completely relax through your upper body, keeping your toes to the mat. Feel your abs draw up and in, and then your upper body lifts just a couple inches up off of the mat. Take a breath there, and then lower all the way down. Inhale, press your pubic bone down, draw your abs in, and float your upper body just a little bit up off the mat. And lower. One more time. Lift and hold. Extend the arms out to the front, and then pull your elbows to touch your sides. Your legs are still on the floor. Reach your arms forward. So you don't need to be in super high up. I want your spine just to be long. One more time. Pull your elbows to your sides. Reach the arms forward. Refold your arms and lower everything down. Shake everything out. Let it go. Keeping your pelvis connected into the mat. Let's float the right leg up off the mat. Engage the glute. Lengthen through the leg and lower it back down. Left leg lift and lower. Alternating sides, keeping the pelvis still, waking up the glutes. One more single leg. Always able to stay with a single leg if this isn't feeling so great for your low back. Engage your abs, lift both legs and lower. Lift both legs and lower. One more time, lift both legs. Hold, point the toes, and draw little circles away. Up and around, out, up and around. Engage as you really engage your glutes on the up, squeeze. And then reverse it. Engaging those abs. And last one, connect the heels, bend the knees, bring the heels to the sky. So the toes are open, heels are connected, and then float the thighs up off the mat. Squeeze the glutes and lower. Always the first movement is engaging through the abs. So the transverse abdominis turns on to help support the spine. Lift and lower. Shoulders are relaxed. Neck is long. It's hard for me to keep my head all the way down in this just because I feel like you guys won't be able to hear me if I'm speaking into the floor. But I want your forehead on your arms, just completely relaxing your upper body. Hold the thighs up off of the mat. And then pulses of the legs up. Pulse up, up. So your booty is already engaged and on fire. Squeeze the heels. Little tiny lifts. 3 for 10. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold, squeeze, hold. And then lengthen the legs all the way down. Shake it all the way up. Extend the arms long onto the mat in front of you. Place the hands onto the floor. And then imagine that you could pull the floor towards you and feel how your muscles in your mid-back started to turn on. So you engage the mid and lower traps in your lats. And then lift the right arm up and extend the left leg long. And lower. Other side. So alternating arm and leg. And then if that feels good, let's lift both arms and legs up. And then same thing, lift right arm, left leg, and left arm, right leg. So very slow swim is where we're at right now. And then you can start to pick up the pace and we'll flutter kick. Arms and legs, kick, kick. Drawing the abs in, great for 5. 3, 2, and last one, lower all the way down. Gently press yourself to a child's pose. Knees wide. Bring your tush back to your heels. Lengthen the arms forward. Take that stretch. And then roll yourself up onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your pelvis. Round your spine up into your cat. Head drop, tail drop. Head up, tail up for your cow. Shine your throat. And rounding into your cat. Hold the belly to the spine and into your cow. And then bring it back to center. Let the abs relax and hang out, and then magnetize your belly button up into your spine. Extend your right arm and your left leg at the same time. And bring it to center. So shoulders away from the ears. Left arm, right leg. Lengthen and center. reach, and down. So the movement initiates from your center. Lengthen. As the arm reaches, you slide your shoulder blade away from your ear so you're not in your neck. One more like that each way. And then we'll meet with right arm, left leg, hold. Rounding spine for knee and elbow to touch. Connect, get smaller, and then get long right back out to neutral. Draw the abs in. Extend. Connect. And extend. Two more. Engage the abs and lengthen. One more time. Extend, hold. Slide the shoulder away from the ear, and maybe we float the right foot up off the mat, balancing on your knee. And then return everything back to center. One time into your cat. One time into your cow. Back into neutral, extending the left arm, right leg. Round your spine, knee and the elbow touch. And extend. Round in. Extend. Knee and elbow connect. For 3, breathe. 2, make sure you hit that neutral. Last one, back to neutral. Hold, really engage your abs. And then the left foot maybe floats up off of the mat for a little moment of hold, extra balance. And then bring everything back to center, into your cat. Into your cow, tuck the toes under, into your neutral spine. Shift your weight slightly forward, draw the elbows, or draw your abs up and in, eye the elbow forward, hover the knees an inch up off the mat. So we're just in our hover. Pulling the abs in. Make sure the eye of the elbow is facing forward. Shift your weight a little bit to the front and then micro bend your elbow to the back and straighten. So they're not going outside, they're going backwards. And then back and straighten. For a 3. And last one. Come to the knees, press back to the chest, hold, take a breath. And then roll yourself up, coming onto your bum. So you're gonna have a seat. I'm gonna grab my water. I didn't put it in the right place. Grab your band, your ring, your towel, whatever you have. And we'll sit up tall. Just find your sits bones connecting you down into the mat. Then reach and lengthen up from those sits bones. Roll the shoulder blades down and then reach your arms forward. So just find your posture for a moment. If you need to bend your knee slightly because it's a little too much at 8 a.m., feel free to go for that. Draw the abs in, set the shoulder blades down, and then scoop and roll back halfway. And just hang out here for a moment. Notice you're tucking your tailbone underneath you. Your pubic bone is slightly pulling to your face. You're lifting up out of your pelvic floor muscles. So relax the shoulders away from your ears, and then come up to sit. Inhale, exhale, roll back halfway. And come up tall. Halfway back and hold it. Slide the shoulder blades down. Draw the belly in. Lengthen the arms up above the head. As the arms go up, biceps by the ears, slide the shoulder blades down the spine. Get your arms up a little bit higher, 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 higher. Yeah, and then bring the arms back forward. The arms go all the way above the head, but think longer neck. As your arms go up, think your neck is long, your shoulders slide down and bring it back forward. Can you relax your quads? Draw the abs in. My quads were starting to want to take over, but I'm sure yours aren't. Your abs are working so hard. Lift the arms, hold, slide the shoulder blades down. Even if you don't have anything, just create your own tension there. There's that energy between your hands and little presses out or in, depending on what you have. Little press out. Get the arms longer. Can you touch the sky? Can your neck be longer for 3, 2, last one, go back another inch. Lower your body back another inch. Go back another inch and roll down to the mat. Inhale at the bottom, take a long stretch. Exhale to roll up to your halfway point, your arms in front of your shoulders this time. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears, nice long neck, twisting your torso over to the right. And rotate to center. Pelvis stays still, twist over to left. Imagine someone's holding your feet in pelvis, back center, go back 1 little inch. And you can't move anywhere, lower, twist, and back center, twist. So once you're in that position with your lower body, hold for a moment. Imagine someone's locking your legs and hips in place. Go back 1 extra little inch. Legs are not affected as we rotate over to the right. We stay at the right. Hold, pulse out, pulse the band out, pulse out. Or squeeze in, or whatever you're doing. For 5, hold, twist a little bit further and a little bit further. Hit that oblique hard and then right back to center. Other side, twist, 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 hold it. Legs are still and pulses. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears for 3, 2, hold, go a little bit further, squeeze it a little bit further, a little bit further, rotate back to center, take the arms above the head and dive over to the toes and hook the band or whatever you have onto your feet. Give yourself a forward fold. So we're gonna come into our stretch. If you don't have something, you could just use a towel, anything that's gonna give you that assistance so you can really melt into it. Hook it around your right foot. And then let's roll down to the mat, taking the right leg up to the sky. Firming the left leg down and breathe. Shoulders relax. Push the right hip away. Bend and straighten the leg a few times. And then hold that leg up, come back a little bit further. And a little bit further, lengthen through the back of the leg as you push your bum down to the mat. Leg is tracking straight to the hip socket. One more breath here. And release as you bring it to your toes. Pull the toes down, heel to the sky. Into the calf stretch. No longer just in the hamstring. You want to make sure the leg is down a little bit so you're not feeling all that stretch in the hamstring. Focusing on pulling the toes to the shin and point and flex. Hold the toes down, take a breath into the calf, and then back to the center of the foot. Keep the hips anchored, spiral the thigh open and out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. Relax the shoulders, firming your left hip down as you really lengthen out of your right inner thigh. Make sure there's no tension in your upper body. One more breath here. And then we'll lengthen the leg up to the sky and let it come a little bit across the body to stretch through the southern hip, pushing the right hip away. Shoulders relax. Stretching through the side of the hip. And your next breath will melt into your spinal twist. Let the band go, fully fall across the body, looking in the opposite direction. And you'll extend your right leg long onto the mat. Grab a hold of your band and peel yourself up and over to your toes, catching onto your left foot. Sit up and then tuck your pelvis and roll all the way down, taking the leg all the way up to the sky. And just chill there for a moment just to let the hamstring get used to where it's going. Easing into it. And breathe. I feel like your muscles, you have to be really nice and gentle with them at first to like let them know that you're gonna safely go into where you want them to go, bending and straightening. It's like feeding the wild animal that then becomes your friend. This little kitten that's at the one spot that I take pictures at, they fed it and now it's the BFF before you couldn't even get near it. And that's your hamstring right now. You eased into it and now it's letting you pull it back a little bit further and a little bit further. And I know that's probably the craziest analogy I probably ever have said. Push the hip away. And then let's release that, hook it to your toes for your calf stretch. Pulling the toes down, heel pushes up. And point and flex. And then hold the toes down, heel up, breathe into the calf. And release that, hugging it to the center of the foot, sprawl the thigh, open it out to the side. Inner thigh stretch, pushing your right hip down, lengthen out of that left inner thigh. And breathe. Take one more breath. Extend the leg up to the sky. Anchor the back pocket down. Let it come a little bit across the body. Stretch through the side of the hip. Shoulders relax. Back pocket pushes down into the mat. So a couple more breaths here. Can you really relax the shoulders? And then on your next breath, let's melt your spinal twist, putting the band to the side, looking over to the left as the leg falls over to the right, taking a breath there. And then extend the legs out to straight. Shake them out so they're long and loose. Firm the back of the thighs down. Reach the hands to the sky. Inhale on your exhale. Lift just the head, neck, and shoulders, keeping the arms in line with the shoulders, and then lower back. Inhale, exhale, come back, come up one more extra inch. And lower back down. Inhale, exhale, we're gonna go almost to the belly button, but not quite. And then the next one, we roll up to the belly button and hold. Holding at the belly button, soften the quads. And we'll all the way back down. We're gonna go 1 inch past the belly button now. So come up a little bit higher and roll it back down. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna roll all the way up. This time up. So the shoulders away from the ears. Rounding over that big beach ball, reaching for it, diving forward, pull your abs in, and then scoop and roll it all the way back down. 2 more full roll-ups. In, all the way up, diving up and over, reach, scooping one all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, rolling all the way up. This time we roll back halfway, hold. Side shoulders away from the ears, draw the abs in, and then float the right leg a micro inch up off the mat. And lower and left, tiny lift and lower. So you barely can see the leg lifting. It's a tiny movement. It's all in the abs. Sliding your tailbone underneath you. One more each way, activating up out of your pelvic floor. And then lower all the way back down to the mat. Relax your arms by your sides, bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. Arch and imprint your spine a couple times just to let go of any tension that's in there. And settle into your neutral pelvis, allowing your hip bones to come in line with your pubic bone with your little bit of lumbar curve. Back bottom ribs down, soften the front ribs into the body, relax the shoulders away from your ears. Firm arms firm down into the mat, bring your right leg to table, engage the abs a little more, lift out your pelvic floor, engage to lift the left leg up into table, slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. You're very wide through your collarbone, your abs are already super engaged. Begin marching right leg halfway forward to start, and then left leg, and lift. Only one leg is going at a time to start. You're only going halfway for the moment. In a minute, we're gonna go further, but I want you to feel how smooth and controlled and deep into your abs this movement is. Lifting up out of your pelvic floor. If it helps, your hands can go onto your rib cage, onto your pelvis. Where do you feel like maybe you're not quite engaged? Maybe bring your hands there and see if that helps to bring some awareness. The leg can go a little bit further to where it feels like you can maintain neutral. But if your spine starts to arch, you're going too far. The abs aren't working quite enough. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Draw the abs in. Lift up out of your pelvic floor, and then start to take it a little faster. We're gonna go switch and switch. So the leg stays at that 90-degree angle, and they're just passing each other. Switch. Shoulders relax. I know if I don't pay attention, my shoulders start to tense up. Don't let that happen to you. For 3, breathe. 2, last 1. Back to center, hug the knees in. Give it a little hug there, rock side to side. And then meet with your legs back to tabletop. Shoulders relax from the ears, squeezing thighs together, point the toes, legs go halfway again, or maybe not even halfway. Where can you hold neutral? Hold for a moment. And then from your pelvic floor, float the legs back up to tabletop. Take them out to your point of control. Take a moment of hold, squeeze your pelvic floor to lift the legs back up. feeling how your low abs do all of the work to lift. Lower the legs, keeping your pelvis still, and then lift the legs back up. Shoulders relax. Draw the abs in. Squeeze pelvic floor. And then if it feels good, let's lift the legs up halfway. Lift the hands and inch up off the mat. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Reach the fingertips a little further forward. And now take the legs down a little bit further and up, not all the way. Down to your point of control and then slightly lift. Slow and control. This is worse when we go slow. Way less fun. For 3, 2, last one, hold them out to your point of control, hold. Little reaches of your fingertips forward, go reach from your upper abs, reach forward, 3 or 5. 3, 2, last one, hold it, bring the legs back to table, and then hug everything in and relax, let your head rock side to side. And return to center, bring your legs back to tabletop. Reach the hands to the sky, keeping the head to the mat to start. Press the back of the skull slightly into the mat and feel how those muscles in your back are working. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears, draw the abs in, reach your right arm back alongside your ear, extend your left leg forward, and then return it to start position. Other side, left arm back, right leg forward, and back to start. Drawing the belly in. Extend and in. Lengthen and in. Drawing the belly into the spine. If you want to now, noticing how you have that awareness in your back to support, you're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders and do 5 more like this. And if it feels better with your head down, keep it down. Extend and in. For 3, with control, your arms and legs move, but your center stays still. Last one, each way. Back to center, hug it all the way in. Relax, lengthen your legs up to the sky. Firm the arms down into the mat, wide through the collarbone. Pelvis stays in neutral. Turn the thighs open, so you spiral open, externally rotate. And just start to crisscross the legs. You're just gonna crisscross. Tiny little mini crisscross. Inner thighs activate. And feel how your low abs start to activate to keep your pelvis in place. We're gonna take it down for 8 and up for 8. So you can count at your own pace. Little tiny movements to go down because everyone's gonna be a little bit different here, and then take it back up. Taking it down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and lift. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So go at a pace that feels good for you. But get your 8 down, 8 up. Tiny movements, beat the inner thighs one over the other. One more set each way. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull. Hands to the sky. Inhale, exhale. Press your hands towards your hips. Reach the fingertips forward. Lengthen your legs at a high diagonal. Squeeze your thighs. Legs are parallel now. And hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Sorry, we didn't do hundreds prep. We just went there. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Good. So if it feels like it's too much with the legs extended, you could bend your legs into the tabletop. You could also do this with your feet on the mat, or you can lower your legs and get closer to the mat. Where do you feel like it's best suited for you? Inhale. Big. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale, let's hold it here. We're gonna lower the legs an inch. Lower the legs an inch. You can also bend your knees at any point. Lower. We're gonna lower until they get to the floor. Lower, and then we're gonna relax. Lower, lower, all the way to the floor. Hands to the sky. Roll up and over to your toes to get out forward. Take a stretch there. Sitting up nice and tall. Separate the legs so they're as wide as the mat, but not wider. So they're just a little wider than your pelvis. Sitting up tall, lengthen the arms long. Now you could just sit here, or you can lengthen up, slide the shoulders away from the ears. Imagine the top of your head touching the sky, rotating your torso over to the right. Twist, twist, twist. Now the left pinky finger cuts to the pinky toe of the right foot. Flip the right palm up to the sky, and then re-stack in the twist. Return to center, draw the shoulder blades down. Twist the torso, and then pinky finger cuts to pinky toe. That palm faces up. Re-step in the twist and back to center. So twist it out. Reach, re-sit with the twist, unravel, twist. Dive forward, use your abs to re-step, unravel. One more each way, relax the shoulders away from your ears, nice long neck. Reach, re-step, legs are staying still, pelvis is staying still, twist, and reach, and re-step, all the way back to center, and bring your hands behind you, shift your weight back, bring your knees in. So the knees are bent at about, well, however close you want your heels towards you, the more supported you're gonna feel. If you feel like you need extra challenge, walk your feet away. So wherever you feel like you need to be, fingertips face you, wide through the collarbone, side of the shoulders, open the ears, tuck your pelvis slightly, and then lift your hips. As long as it's all right for your wrists, we bend the elbows backwards and straighten. Pull the abs in, keep the neck long, bend, press, bend, push up, bend, and straighten. The next one, let's bend and hold. Hold, take it down a micro inch, up a micro inch, tiny down, tiny up. Can your neck be a little bit longer? Tiny down, tiny up. For 5, 4, and last one, bring your booty down, heels together, pull your heels in towards you, fingertips to your ankles, roll the shoulder blades down, tuck your pelvis, pull your heels towards your bum, and then roll to your shoulder blades and come up and balance on your sit bones. Roll to your shoulder blades, come up and balance on your sit bones. Inhale, exhale, come up and balance. 2 more in your ball. Roll, come up, balance, 1 more. But balance, hold legs at table, grab behind your thighs, lower your shoulders down, lift up out of your pelvis, stay really long, and then tuck your pelvis, slowly start to roll your spine down. As you come down into neutral, extend your left leg long, and then open palms, frame the right knee, and switch sides, switch, and switch. So we're in single leg stretch, pelvis is still, and as you feel good in it, maybe you take it a little bit faster, or maybe you go extra slow. Maybe it's a different challenge going extra slow for you today. So whatever feels best for you for 4 more. Breathe. 2, 3, and last one. Pull those abs in, bring the knees back into the chest, and relax everything down. Let your head rock side to side, let your shoulders relax. Whatever feels nice to let go of any tension, to allow you to come into double leg stretch. Legs to table, hands to the sky, wide through the collarbone. Inhale, exhale to float the head back, your shoulders up, reaching just past your knees. Keep your pelvis anchored. Inhale, arms and legs lengthen. Exhale, circle, bring it to center. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arms and legs reach. Exhale to center. For 4, with control. As your arms reach backwards, are you keeping your upper body in the same spot? 2, zip those abs a little bit deeper. Last one, circle, bring it all the way in, and relax. Head rock side to side, or draw circles on the ceiling with your nose. And then legs to table, hands to the sky, extend the legs up to the sky. Floating head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend your left leg long, gently grab behind your right thigh, double pull the leg in, scissor the legs, pull, pull. So we start with just the basic, pull, pull. Inhales, exhale as you brush the legs past each other. And then maybe you reach your hands up towards your ankle. Are you staying in neutral? Maybe you can reach the hands forward. Where does it feel best for you? For 3. We'll have our fun challenge on the last one. I love it these days. 1 more. Return the right leg up. Hold it, grab behind your right thigh, walk yourself up your leg, and take a moment of hold there. Left leg, it can hang out in the hover, it can go to the floor, your choice. Walk your hands down your leg, all the way to the mat. Inhale, head down, exhale, walk your hands up the leg. And all the way down. You have 1 more up. It's maybe with the hands, maybe the hands reach the sky, and you just roll up. And you catch your left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Right hand sweeps to the back, look to your fingertips, and return to tap the hand. Twist back, look to your fingertips, back to center. Twist, back to center, hold. Now bring the left leg up, let the right leg go, hold. Slide the shoulder blades down, walking the hands all the way down. Inhale, exhale, come all the way up and all the way down the leg. Walking all the way up, all the way down. And we maybe hands, maybe no hands, come all the way up. And the right hand catches the outside of the left ankle and you rotate. Look to your fingertips as you twist back. Smooth and control back center. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. You decide where your right leg is best for you today. One more, twist, back to center, hold, and then bring your right leg back up. Hang out there for a moment. Hi guys, we having fun? Okay, should we go into open leg rocker? Sure. Let's separate the legs as wide as the shoulders, but not wider. So it would be fun to just take it into a whole stretch, but this is a very controlled movement. So just as wide as the shoulders, relax the shoulders down, pull the abs in, roll back to your shoulder blades and come right back up and balance on your sits bones. Smooth and controlled, roll back, come up and balance. One more time, roll, come up and balance and hold. All the way up and hold it. I like that bonus round one there, Gisela. And then bring the legs back to center, hands off, roll yourself all the way down, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra, and then once you're down, hug your knees and take a little moment to regroup before we come into double straight leg lower. And then let's bring the hands behind the head, elbows wide to the sides, knees are on table. Place on the legs up to the sky as you lift your head, neck, and shoulders, glute heels from the toes apart, and then let your legs lengthen out to your point of control. Have a little moment of hold. The legs can be in parallel or on turnout, and then float the legs up wide for the collarbone. Inhale to let your legs lengthen. Draw from your low belly and lift the legs up. From your upper abs, you're being supported for the head, neck, and shoulders. Hold the belly in, zip from your low abs all the way up and in. Make sure you have that tiny space underneath your low back. Let's do 3. Then from your upper abs, 2. And last one. And bring all the way up and hug the knees in and relax. Take the knees, stir them in the hip sockets. Let go of any tension that's maybe in those hip flexors. And reverse. And then back to table. Hands behind the head. Inhale, exhale. Let's lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Extend the left leg long. Rotate to bring your left shoulder in the direction of the right knee and rotate back to center. Come up and over, twist and center. Twist and center. Can you keep your pelvis relatively still as you cross the torso over? Exhale as you twist, bring all the air out. Exhale. Twist. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. Twist. Breathe. Elbows wide. 2 up and over. Last one each way. Really bring it out. Bring everything back to center and hug it in and relax. And then extend the arms and legs super long, like someone's pulling you apart from either side. You can shake everything out, just let go of any tension. Find length through the abs. Inhale on your exhale. Let's turn the toes up to the sky, front and back of the thighs down. Reach your hands up to the sky, and then peel yourself up and over. And you can dive yourself over and then melt to your toes. Take a little stretch there. And then meet with your weights. So grab your weights and then we'll go into our side knee work. I'm feeling so thirsty as I teach class today, guys. Roll the shoulder blades down. Bend the elbows into your body. Sit up tall. So we start with our amazing posture. Lift up out of the pelvic floor. Tuck your elbows to your sides and then just open out to the sides. And back center, like that glass of water sitting in your hands. You don't let it spill. You're not letting your wrists hang off. They're staying out straight to support the water. They'd be balancing in your hands. Breathe. Hold the arms open on the next one. Pulses open. Little tiny pulse back, back, back. Hold there, roll back halfway. Halfway back, tucking your pelvis underneath you. Hold, reach your arms out to the sides, and then pull the elbows back in. Lengthen out and pull the elbows back in. Pull the belly in, squeeze the pelvic floor. On the next one, hold the arms out, turn the palms towards each other, really. Pick the elbows up a little higher, and then little lifts, lift. So the weight is kind of just hanging in your hand. Relax the shoulders away from your ears, get the neck a little bit longer, and hold, close the arms in, and then hinge the arms open. So all the movement while the rest of the body stays very still, while your abs support you and stabilize. The next one stays open. We flip the palms to the back, pinkies to the sky, and then lift, lift, lift. Breathe. For 4, long neck. Last one, take the arms back forward, flip the palms to the sky, bend the elbow and extend. Bend and extend. Breathe. Lift out of your pelvic floor. The next one, they stay out extended, turn the palms towards each other, bend the right elbow, extend, bend the left elbow, extend. Bend, lengthen. 3, 2. And last one. Oh, I like the creativity with the yoga blocks. Turn the palms down and roll all the way down to the mat. Take the arms all the way back behind you. If it feels all right, let the weight sit in the hands. Take a stretch there for a moment. And then take the hands back up to the sky. Inhale on your exhale, you're gonna roll all the way up. Once you're seated, sit up tall, dive your arms forward. Dive your arms backwards. I said completely the wrong thing. Lengthen the arms back, widen the collarbone, palms face each other. Maybe a little bend in the knee. Shift the weight forward a little more, and then just start to press the arms towards each other. And maybe you can lift your arms a little bit higher. Getting into those back muscles. Get long, lift out of the pelvic floor, hold, and then just pulse to the sky. Lift, lift, lift. So you want to keep your neck lengthened, unlike when I turn my head towards you guys. Just keep my eyes to the toes, and then flip the palms to the sky, tap in. And then press them up, higher, higher. How high can you get them? How open can you keep your collarbone for 5? And last one, take the arms forward, place the weights down, and then just take a little stretch across the body. Then we'll come into our quick little side work. Other side. Set the shoulder blades down, take a little stretch. And then let's come to lay on your right side. Last week, this is where I kicked over my water, so I need to make sure I get it out of the way. And then lay all the way down. Long body here, push the top hip away. Make sure your bottom waistline is already lifting up off the mat. Wrap the ribs in. So the energy from the bottom waistline is drawn up towards your belly button. Bring the legs a micro inch forward, lift the top leg, flex the foot. Imagine you're getting your leg pulled even further out of your hip as you drag it forward, but control everything from the abs. Point and sweep it back. Flex to bring it forward, point and sweep it back. Only as big as you can stay controlled from your hips to your head. Breathe. And let's hold the leg back on the next one and tiny pulses to the back. Firming up right where the booty and the hamstring meet. And then back to center and tiny circles here. Like you're screwing in a screw. And reverse it. Out of your pelvic floor. And then flip the flip the thigh to the sky. So you externally rotate the leg, extend the leg up, flex to pull it down. Point, lift, flex and pull. Lengthen and drag it. So you could have your hand to the mat for support. It can be on your hip. You can bring it behind your head. The next one stays up to the sky. Open the thigh a little more, little circles to the sky. And reverse it. Really firm that thigh up. Get a little bit longer, pelvis still hold, flex the foot as the leg drops towards the floor but stops when it's in line with the hip, and then sweep it up to the sky. It comes forward but stops when it's in line with the hip, and up to the sky. Breathe. And lift. Forward. And extend up. This one stays forward, hold it at hip level, and tiny little bend and straighten to the knee, tiny bend straight, and really find that length out of the back of the leg. Bend straight in, bend straight in. For 4, 3, 2, last one, reconnect the legs at the bottom, and then bend the knees to 45 degrees, angle the ankles up, lift the top thigh up, and lower. Squeeze the heels so that you lift, squeeze, and lower. And if you don't want to do this balanced, you could always have the feet on the floor as well. Are the ribs still connecting towards each other? Are the abs still pulling in? We're focusing on the glute, but we are also working the rest of the body, staying in neutral, using your abs to support you and to stabilize. Hold the knee up and pulses up. Firming that thigh. Push your top hip away from you so you're not creating shortness in the top hip or top waistline length. Now rotate so the knee taps down and then the toe touches the ankle. Knee to the knee, toe to the ankle. With control, knee to knee, toe to ankle. Keeping the length from the top waistline. 2. Last one. Keep the knee down and then kick the top leg up and back. Squeeze. Taps down, kick up and back and squeeze. So we're going slow and controlled, creating a lot of fire in there. Hold the next one out and long, and tiny pulses up. Can you get longer out of your head? For 5. Last one, pull it in and then draw both knees to 90 degrees, your side tabletop hydrant position. Push the top hip away. Flex the feet as you sweep the top leg open and closed. We lift and lower. Open and close. The close is an almost touchdown, but it doesn't quite. You saw that curve in your low back. The next one comes down halfway to hold, and then little tiny circles. Flex the feet. Draw the abs in, and reverse. And then lower that leg all the way back down. Send the legs out straight. Prop yourself up on your bottom forearm. Lift up out of the shoulder. Bring the legs to the front edge of the mat. Top arm up to the sky. Draw the abs in. And then both legs super glued together like your mermaid tail or merman tail. Let's lift the legs to the hand. And then they almost touch the floor. Before they do, they go right back up. Good. 3 more. 3. This one's so easy now, right, friends? Last one, hold it up. Everyone's looking so easy with this one. Pull the knees in and extend. In, extend. 3, 2, last one, lengthen, hold, and then just swivel your body to the other side, and we'll regroup and do everything on the other side now. So set yourself up on your balance beam. Head can be all the way down or propped up on your hand. Push the top hip away, legs micro inch to the front, lift the top leg, flex the foot, sweep the leg forward, point and sweep back. Flex to bring it forward, point and sweep it back. Abs are drawing in, ribs are wrapping in. Pelvis is staying as still as it possibly can. The next one stays all the way back, impulses. Firm up the glute. And then bring it back to center and tiny circles. Little stirs around, stir in that screw. Pull the belly in a little bit tighter, active bottom waistline and reverse. And holding there, spiral the thigh to the sky as we sweep the leg up, flex and drag it down. So you have your kickstand hand, it can be to your hip, it can be behind your head. Where are you feeling most challenged but supported? 2, kick this one up to the sky, hold, spiral that thigh open even more, even if you need your hand to do it, and it's little stirs. Maybe you need to have that hand assist to get the leg open. Because if you're not spiraling the thigh open, you're not going to have a lot of range of motion and reverse. And then hold. The foot flexes, you lower the leg in line with the hip. And then with control, it goes back up to the sky. All that side booty. So we're not rolling around. The only thing moving is that leg. For 4 of squeeze. Squeeze. And last one, hold, tiny bend, kick, bend straight in, bend straight in. Pushing the bum back just a little bit for 4. And last one, so get back, bend the knees, angle the ankles up, clamshells open and close. We go squeeze and close. Remember, keep the top waistline long. Keep your neck in line with your shoulders. So make sure your head isn't going forward. And then hold the leg up, tiny pulses up. And then we add our rotation. We go knee to knee, toe to ankle, knee to knee, toe to ankle. So the rotation happens inside the hip socket. Draw the abs in. 2. Last one, keep the knee down now, kick the leg out, squeeze with control. The knee comes down, lengthen up and out, squeeze. Keeping your pelvis still, the leg goes up just a touch. And then hold it out and up, and tiny pulses up. 5. Last one, pull it all the way in. And then knees to 90 degrees, side tabletop. Knees are stacked, hips are stacked, flex the feet, sweep the top leg open, and it almost touches down. Lift, squeeze, and almost touch down. Squeeze. Lift out of the pelvic floor. And then let it come down, halfway hold, and we draw our circles, stirring it around. And reverse that. Remember the length in your top waistline, keep that. And then lower that leg, punch out the booty. Extend your legs long, so your feet are to the front edge of the mat. Prop yourself up on your bottom, forearm. Lift up out of the neck, wide collarbone, take the arm up to the sky, rotate back on that left booty cheek, squeeze the thighs as the legs just lift up to meet the hand and control the down. Don't let them fall. You control the down as much as you're controlling the up. 2. Last one, lift and hold. Pull the knees to the chin, extend the legs to the sky. Pull in, extend for 3. Breathe. 2. Last one, lengthen, lower the legs down. Come all the way over onto your front side. Let's just press up into a little cobra. Just give yourself a little stretch here. And then we're gonna be in our plank position. So where do you want your plank to be today? Are you on your forearms? Are you on your hands? Your choice, but think about full body, not just sinking into your wrists. And Neil, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, come into our plank position of choice. And Neil's on for our plank story.
It hurts to live after someone you love has died. It hurts to walk down a hallway or open a fridge. It hurts to put on socks, to brush your teeth. Food has no taste. Colors go flat. Even music hurts. The day after Dad died, my mother, Craig, and I drove down to the South Side to make arrangements, as they say in the funeral business. There, Craig and I managed to have our first and only fight as adult siblings. I wanted the fanciest, most expensive casket in the place. Craig insisted on something modest and practical. It's what Dad would have chosen. Anything else would be too showy. We started quiet, but soon exploded. as our mother just stared at us through the fog of her own pain. It wasn't about the casket. We'd settle on something not too plain or fancy, and we'd never discuss it again. We were yelling out of grief and loss. 3, 2, 1.
Downward dog. And pedal the knees out. Take any last movements you need. And we'll meet with pressing the heels back, neck long, lift the sits bones high to the sky, and then micro bend the knees as you begin to walk your hands towards your toes. Keeping your hands on the mat as long as it's available for your body. And we'll meet just hanging out here for a moment. Let everything go. You can sway side to side. Soften the knees so it's not just stuck in the hamstrings. Let's let everything else go. Let the head hang to pull the spine. And then back to center so that the feet are hip width apart. Micro bend the knees. You tuck your pelvis. Use your abs to roll your spine up to standing longer, taller, stronger than before the class. Roll the shoulder blades away from the ears. Head comes up. Let's take a nice big inhale up. Exhale it all out. Thank you for coming to class. Pilates Hotties next week today. As always, so great to see you. How's everybody